3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Stay on, yeah. There's the fire mechanic.
Beware.
All right, grab the staff, and then run it over these eggs that are hatching. See the 2 eggs that are being
Well, let me
summoned?
click the staff.
You should have an ability in your action ability.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, I wasn't able to.
So
Beware.
those are gonna spawn, I think.
Yeah, there you go.
Who's got that on a macro?
Beware.
These dragons heal when they're by the boss, so we have to.
Yeah, I know. You gotta drag them away. You gotta silence these enemies, though.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah, that's
Beware.
So that's the big dragons that come out when we don't rig the eggs.
that's fine. That's
Shoot,
fine.
I should.
I figured that was gonna happen.
Well, it's gonna happen a bunch. We just gotta use the
You're
mechanics.
telling me this guild can't kill bosses on the first try? I'm out.
No, because of you.
It's my fault.
I blame Galti actually.
Hi.
Doing shitty.
I blame Papa for raising us.
Tell me, I'm not doing shitty.
I gotta blame somebody.
How about we
Fight.
all take extreme ownership and understand that we didn't use teamwork?
All right, now I'm blaming you.
That was probably only like a third of the mechanics, so we definitely still have plenty more to go. Did the healers get to see the healing? Did we get that yet?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not too bad.
Those ads kind of just ran directly to us.
So see the eggs she's walking near right now? How they're like glowing blue? She can only activate 2 eggs at a time. So those are the 2 that you need to lead to. Hunters, while I'm taking the ads, if you guys could also help misdirect if they're at range. Because I'm going to be charging around trying to grab as much as I can, but misdirects will definitely help. And DPS, I know you're planning to AoE, but please try to wait until we're at least semi-clumped with the ads so that we can like not be chasing ads and having a single target. Like, it's okay if you don't DPS the ads for 5 seconds, as long as we're getting them clumped so that you can AoE them. Like I said, the mages need to be silenced, though, otherwise they won't move. I'm ready to keep going. As we come.
I just remembered I didn't clock out of work.
We can actually already cheat towards the middle if you want.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Beware.
Oh shit, grab her back. Alright, here's the staff.
Beware.
2 eggs behind her.
It's the ones in front of her.
I'm gonna grab one. One egg down.
Beware.
You gotta break that other egg.
Beware. Beware.
Alright, ads.
I'm going for egg. Got 1 egg broke.
Shit.
Those ads they're still too close.
Beware.
Right, so the boss is easier to move than the ads. That's one thing to consider. But yeah, as soon as they're silenced, we'll move them. Like, those were both silenced there, so I was able to at least get them slightly grouped.
Someone should go inside it and use the extra ability and make the lighting towards it as
So wait, so Crisp and Galti, do you guys know what to do with the staff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
so
broke our-
I noticed that I had that electricity proc, or like the line between me and her staff I had it on even when she wasn't touching an egg. But that's what I was doing. Is I was bringing it to the eggs and using the ability. I was able to get 2 eggs down, and then she got
Yeah,
gotta
we,
use
refocused
it
and
on-
went over to the ads.
You got to use it on the 2
the
eggs that
timed
are
ones. Yeah.
yeah, we killed all the eggs that were timed. None of them spawned near us. Near the boss, anyways.
Yeah, I think they got it. It was the 2 eggs in front of her that had the timer above them, and I think they got both of them.
Yeah, we got both of them.
Huh. Okay. So the frost dragon is dealing a lot of damage.
Or perhaps
Um,
should move her around every egg and tank swap as always when tanks have too many stacks.
trying to think of what to do with the
Drop
frost,
stuff
like
down
because the frost does a major AOE as we just saw.
ability and make the lightning chase them towards
I
eggs.
think you're just supposed to heal through that. Like everything I've read is just like that's just a big
Frost adds from the side.
AOE heal.
Spawn on the edge of the room, and DPS should focus
You
them
could
towards
try to
eggs.
group people in a circle, I guess,
The boss
to,
will
to reduce.
I think it does so much because they were too close to the boss, and she empowers them when they're that close.
Mm-hmm.
especially the bigger frost dragons, since they do AoE.
I think it'll do less damage if they're farther away.
Yeah, definitely need to burst the mage down
They
first.
spawn. Do they spawn from a specific corner? Has anybody noticed?
It's the
Last-
edge of the map is what they said.
Last time I did this boss, they were spawning on the edges.
Okay. I
The
wonder if
people
we-
that I've seen do this, they mark each
That's what I'm
duo,
wondering. Yeah.
each duo of egg, and then they just run to each marker, one at a time.
Okay.
Because I noticed there after we killed our 2, she put her staff down again, and she was targeting eggs like away, like really
yeah, that
far
weren't
away.
next to her.
Like so, we need to pull her to a duo of the eggs, break them. Once they break, we go to another duo. We need to keep
Right.
kiting her around to each duo.
Right. She needs to move, but then at the same time, the ad group needs to move as well.
Yes.
So do we know which corner? Like, it looks like there's 4. Like everything else in this place, there's 4 elemental corners. I'm guessing they each spawn from each of those, and it seems like the ice ones are coming out first. So I'm guessing that blue corner in the back left.
making them
It didn't
explode.
seem like they came from there though. It seemed like they came like in the middle.
Spawns adds from the side. Adds with
Can you
spawn
mark like an X or like a symbol next to each of the egg corners?
Get near the boss or they will be healed.
It just says that the ads spawn at one of the corners of the room, one of the edges of the room.
Yeah, but if we can know ahead of time which corner in what order.
I don't pay attention to that this time. Maybe.
Delhi.
Probably watching a YouTube video.
Yeah, no, I hear you. There we
I
go.
mean, I can-
He's marking them.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
cool. Move the red one more towards the. Oh wait, maybe they do come from those doors.
Ooh, that
I mean,
makes sense.
that'd be the corners, if you think about it.
Yeah.
That
There's
makes
not. There's
sense.
not.
I
There's
mean-
not doors on the left though.
We just need to,
Somewhere
Brandon,
around there.
you and I need to watch each other and be on opposite sides. Claim an egg as soon as we get to them.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of fight on the egg.
so the first 2 that time were definitely frost. So assuming that they come from the blue area, even though it's probably not right. So do we want to start the boss over here near yellow
Adds will spawn on the edge of the room.
so that I can grab the ads and bring him over near that blue corner?
Hold
And then
them
at that point, as soon as the ads are up, ranged again, you did a good job there, but you're like silencing the mages, we're pulling them over to that corner and focusing only on the ads, and then we'll switch back to the boss. Well, range can switch back to the boss anyway that has a lot of mobility or range. But you're not going to have a lot of time on the boss during phase 1. It's going to be mostly on ads, and then the 2 melees will be focusing the boss.
Let's see here. Anything else we're missing?
I really don't know what corner they come from, though. It didn't feel like they came from blue.
Guess we're about to find out.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
about to find out,
yeah.
huh?
We'll keep looking.
And we'll try to communicate with the egg breaks when they start moving her again.
Okay.
I'll let you know whenever we get our eggs broken. Go to the next set.
Move it,
Five,
move it.
4, 3, 2,
Try to bring it
1.
towards yellow.
All right, I'm gonna get the one back,
Beware.
the
Okay.
further one.
I'll get the close one.
Beware.
Got mine.
I was standing directly on mine. There it goes. It's all right. It's broken. Next set.
Beware.
Alright, here comes ads now. Here they are, over here.
I'll get the one on
Beware.
Deli's
Alright,
right.
Okay, I got this one.
Alright, ad gang. Let's
Staff
go.
in 3, 2,
We
1.
need to assign a healer to the ad gang too.
Beware.
Saw that. Focus down the.
All right, those are dead. Next set.
Beware.
Right. Get the far one again.
Yep.
Alright, switch back to boss for a second. No, new ads coming in. Hold up. They're coming through
Staff
middle.
in 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
My egg.
Got mine. All right, they're broken.
Adds damage, adds damage.
Beware.
Staff in 10.
Back to boss, back to boss. For a little bit.
Beware.
And we don't have to be directly
New
on.
ads are coming. New ads are coming
Eggs-
on you guys.
eggs
You guys gonna move a little bit? You gonna move them?
Yep, we can move. All right, sir.
Beware. Beware.
Good.
I believe the staff does do an AOE damage too, so we don't have to put it right on the eggs, so we don't hurt you. If that's gonna be a problem.
Beware.
New ads.
Ads.
All right, staff. Mine's broken. They're good. They're good.
Mine too.
Beware.
Watch the shockwave. Dodge the
I
fire.
got the back one on our tail.
Okay, I got the one next to Deli.
Beware.
Staff spawning now.
Ads.
Beware.
I got mine.
I think
Mine
you can
dead.
see where the ads are coming up by those little white
Yeah.
balls near purple.
Beware. Beware.
Yep. We gotta move away from this corner.
I'll get
Switch
the
to
close
the
one.
new ads group.
I want to move the
Ad
boss
goes
a little
up.
bit farther
Yeah,
away.
move the boss. Yeah.
close.
Yeah, we can go to the next set.
I'll get the one on her
Staff
left.
spawning.
You're good. You're good.
Beware.
My egg's dead. Mover.
Beware.
Next set of ads is coming too. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's a good system. We just keep taking
Yeah.
that side over it. I'll take this side.
Okay.
All right, you ready on interrupts? Kills on Deli?
Beware.
We're doing good, everybody.
Yeah,
Beware.
There it
Beware.
is.
There's my egg.
little boss
My egg's
damage.
done. Go ahead and move her.
That was a little bit of damage on my part. Shouldn't
I
have
don't
taken.
see next ads yet.
I'll be right side over.
Over near the red portal.
Oh yeah, see him. Yep. Damage on boss. Damage on boss. I'll grab the ads. Stay. Just peek towards the ads.
Beware.
Ads.
Beware.
Staff.
I got my egg.
Got my egg.
Stay away from the fire
Beware.
pools.
Yep. Switch sides.
Switching sides.
I'll get the one on her
Beware.
left again.
Watch the fire. Oh, get Deli up. Ears on Deli.
Beware.
Heal me. I'm tanking. Oh, Deli's up.
I popped rallying cry. Out of panic.
New
Beware.
ads. Fuck.
Beware.
Staff.
Watch the fire. Watch the
Beware.
fire.
Eggs are dead. Do you get stacks, Deli?
How many eggs are left?
4, it looks like.
Yep.
All right, clear him if you can, but we're almost to phase 2 anyway. I think. Damage on boss.
I think that was the fastest we could have cleared them.
Yeah, that was really good.
Every single
I'm gonna
spawn.
get the one directly
Beware.
underneath her.
Yep.
Beware.
New ads are coming over here.
Beware.
Alright, they're dead.
Oh yeah, I gotta. Oh shit, I gotta pull these away. This is gonna take a second, guys. Just give us some room.
Yep. We have I'll tell you the countdown on the staff. It's at 10 now. We just have to be relatively
Beware.
close.
All right, you're good. You're good. You
We
can
need
bring her
to
over.
go
You
away.
can bring her over. It's only one. We can DPS through it.
Beware.
We can DPS through it.
Oh, it spawned. Try to click it and run it over there. You have to click it by it standing next to it.
Just kill it. Focus fire. Focus fire. Oh shit. Remove it. Big damage.
Oh, I wasn't able to break it. It didn't go that
shit.
far.
I wasn't either.
You gotta move her away again. Sorry.
Beware.
Those two dragons hatched.
Beware.
We need to,
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a shitstorm if the eggs go off.
the dragon's
Yeah.
away from her.
Yeah.
Need the other dragon away from her.
Beware.
All right.
She's on me. I got
That's
her.
good shit. No, that's really good shit. So
I'm dead.
let's talk about it after. That was good.
Don't release.
Okay.
Beware.
Yeah, that staff has a super long range, but it was just barely out of the range from those last eggs.
Beware.
So I have two thoughts. One is, I mean, really great job. That was an awesome pull. But so what I'm thinking is if we can figure out, because your white orb theory is 100% correct. So if you see the white orbs, that means that's where the ads are. So we want to crack eggs away from the white orbs. I don't know, like we're not gonna memorize the order really quickly, but I think we can figure it out just by looking. So if we see white orbs, let's pull her like. I don't even think you have to be completely across the room. You just have to be about a quarter of the way across the room. So like, you don't want to be so far that the range can't switch back to the boss, because if the range can switch back to the boss even for 5 to 10 seconds after ads, that'll be a lot of damage over the entire fight.
Do we want to feast now?
I'd be willing to.
Alright.
How many do you have? Don't waste them if...
I got 4 after this one.
Why don't we save those for...
Yeah, I'll
ads?
save the other 4.
Okay. Beast down. Nice. What else did you notice, guys?
So, oh, go ahead, Myth.
No, you got it.
That staff does an AoE damage wherever our beam is.
Mhm.
So we're taking damage and we're hurting Deli. So if you just want to pull her maybe like after the eggs, where her tail's by the eggs, and then so we can burst those eggs without hitting you. Probably
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
save you some damage.
I mean, I know it's fun to get revenge on Papa for the belt, but the healers probably don't
Yeah,
appreciate it.
because it does have a decent range. We don't have to be right on top of it. And if there's any other buddy close by, we won't hurt them either.
That sounds good.
All right, so once the staff comes up, then I'll just start to move her.
Yeah, that's fine too.
You agree though, Deli? Like instead of doing like, we don't have to be completely split room, but like a quarter,
Yeah.
a little more than a quarter just to be safe. But like, I think there was a few times where our range was able to kill the ads and then go right back on the boss for like 10 seconds, and I think that that's gonna matter for the DPS race at the end.
Should we just take one person off of the ads?
I wouldn't until we get really good at this, and I don't think we need a ton of extra damage. I'm just saying.
I can watch for the orbs as well and kind of ping on the mini map if that would help you, Deli. So you can kind of look for eggs in that direction.
Yeah, you noticed what I was doing, right?
No, I did not.
I was going from the outer edge and then gonna go inner. I fucked
gotcha.
it up at one point, and I was like, "Well, I guess we're going back."
Right. Yeah, I was just really focused on my job.
No, you're good.
Eggs.
Outside of like the crazy AoE moments there, especially once we had too many ads, how was healing as far as mana?
It was fine.
Okay.
There's a couple of times towards the beginning where I really thought I was going to die, but most of that was me because I wasn't really popping all of my defensives like I
Yes. Also, with the staff, it would help if the boss wasn't on the eggs, because I want to be able to click the staff and start running, and I can't if the staff's right on top of the eggs. I kind of have to click it and stand there and wait,
Wait,
for
you've
it
been clicking the staff?
or click the button.
Oh, okay. Because
But-
when I walk into range of the staff, it just gives it to me, and then I click the button when I'm close to the egg.
Oh no,
Don't you just keep behind the fucking extra action button. That's like tilde.
I just clicked the button. But anyways, the fucking when it starts zapping me, I have to sit there and wait for it to like come back to the egg,
Yeah.
rather than clicking it and then run into the egg. So I'm like
So-
taking a ton of damage.
So basically, you guys are like firm on try to position the boss where the tail is near the eggs.
Yeah. That way Deli's not taking the
He doesn't,
AoE that
take
him and I are.
damage, and you have room to run.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're good. Like, I think we can get to phase. We were almost to phase 2 right there. So let's do it. Range. Keep up the silences on those mages. It's one of those things that, like, if it falls apart, they actually do deal a lot of damage. Like, they deal with this frost like channel ability that shreds one person. Shit. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Yep.
Beware. Beware.
The far one.
Got the close one. Oh, I thought I did.
First set of ads are coming in.
I got it now.
Yeah, those eggs
Beware.
are-
Is that better for you too?
Yeah,
Beware.
that was nice. A little further away. It was way easier.
Here comes staff.
Beware.
Eggs dead.
Once this adds down below like 7%, you can switch back to boss. The dots will take care of it.
I roared for you, Deli.
Beware.
Deli's taking a lot. There we go.
Alright, I'm gonna stick with Deli then.
Next set of ads
Oh,
right here,
what the
in the middle.
Beware. Beware.
Ads are up.
Pull her forward a bit more.
I'm gonna bring this one slightly closer, but not too close.
That's good because that also gets you
Beware.
out of the staff. AoE.
Yeah. That's a good call. I got orbs over here at ads.
All right, switch back to boss. Switch back to boss.
Oh, we need to move now.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
move boss, move boss.
Beware.
I'm gonna
Break
break
these
these eggs.
Yep, I got mine.
All
Why
right,
is
you're good.
mine- there it
DPS
goes.
the ads.
Beware. Beware.
Kill this last one. Next ads are coming.
Beware.
About the boss. Silence mages.
Perfect. Yeah, this is going super well
Beware.
over here.
Beware.
It's a long first phase, so win the marathon.
Warriors doing warrior things.
About 5 minutes.
Beware.
Shockwave. Okay,
Beware.
Orbs on the
yeah,
our
ads
side.
coming again. Yep. We're going. We gotta figure out.
Pull boss,
Hey,
pull boss.
beware.
kill this egg, Brennan.
Beware.
Bull. Got it.
Next set of ads.
Sorry, I hyper focused on the orbs.
There you go. I was like, shit.
Big damage. Big damage.
Here comes staff. Get ready.
Beware. Beware.
Why is it not? There we go.
All right, switch boss. Switch boss. Should be new ads already. Never mind.
My
Shit.
DPS isn't what it should
Beware.
be.
I gotta move away a little bit.
Beware.
Damn it, they're a little too close. interrupt them. Do we? Love us again?
I ain't complaining.
I know, but
No, we didn't less than pull. I figured it'd be better in second phase.
Beware. Beware.
yeah, we should do it on the second phase. I just got the debuff though.
Beware.
Get your. I'll try to pull it over mine over there. Yeah, I was able. I got him.
Thank you. I guess mine broke the other one or
Beware.
something.
I'll get the front
It
one.
wouldn't let me click again. All right,
You
I'll
get
get the
back.
one by your back.
Beware.
Yeah, it's right here.
Beware.
Yeah, that was weird. Maybe
Big-
you're
big
being
area.
mine there.
Beware.
The eggs are down.
I'll go this side now. Outside.
Doing great, doing great. Get ready for the next egg.
Beware.
Ads are coming up at the next eggs. You can't go to the next eggs yet.
Beware.
We need to move the boss.
Beware.
Actually,
Beware.
Our eggs are dead over here, so we're good. You have probably, if you just get, I mean, relatively close, we can
I think this is good.
run over there.
I gotta move these.
Probably like to this diamond, and we'll be good.
Should
Yeah,
be
that's
good
good
now.
right there.
Beware.
I'll go for the far one, Brandon.
Okay.
Beware.
Boss.
Got mine.
Got it. Cool.
One less set of ads actually. Sorry.
Ads coming close.
All the eggs are down.
Ads, let me move them away. Don't focus boss until we move them away. All right, now switch ads. Silence them.
Nice.
Beware.
Good job.
Is that the last eggs?
Beware.
Yep.
Yep. No more eggs.
Okay. All right, finish off this ad. I gotta switch and taunt with you. Oh shit. You gotta
I'll rally and cry for you.
kill this ad. Kill the ad.
Fucker.
I got it.
Alright, taunting.
Beware.
Alright. You new mechanics. B-res,
that-
B-res, Devin.
Beware.
There's staff spawning. It's targeted on you. Just run away from it.
This is where we would normally want to use heroism.
Beware.
Holy shit.
That AOE,
Break
Brandon.
everybody out.
Beware.
Ranged only. Melee stay on the boss.
You hear me, Brandon?
Melee's, it'd be a waste of time for melee to run around.
I'll
each of
reflect
those.
that.
Yep. I'll
Okay.
try to call it out.
Beware.
Ah!
Taunt.
Beware.
Get ready to spell her. Like she's about to start casting it.
I
Yes.
died. I just died.
You got it?
Good.
We got another B-Wiz. B-Wiz.
Taunting back.
Want to use it?
I don't worry about it yet. Wait to use it on
Beware.
Deli or Zeph.
I
We
hate
should be
it.
okay. As long as we're taunting right, we should be okay.
Beware.
Alright, break him out. Ranged. heals.
Beware.
Use Hellstones and personal cooldowns. Dodge fire. Big heals.
Beware. Beware.
Taunting back. Taunt back when you lose your
Beware.
debuff. Oh shit.
Beware.
Taunting back. Keep going. Big heals, big cooldowns.
Beware.
Every potion if you have one.
14%. Don't stand in fire.
Big damage, you're doing it.
Beware. Beware.
I just got shield
Beware.
wall back up. Break
Oh
everybody
no!
out. Break
Eben's stuck
everybody
in
out.
fire. Oh, he got out. He's good.
Killer. 3%. Dots. Everything. Good shit.
Beware.
Just burn.
Let's go fight Ragdoll. Let's go.
Good job.
There it is. There it is.
Manic grief.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What thingy? A thingy for things and stuff and gear.
Without Diurna to control them, they have lost the will to fight.
Tier set gear. That's good.
Dude, look at that fucking trinket. That is a best in slot trinket. By the way.
Thank you, Myth. What do I do with the shard of a great staff?
It's the skip quest, I think.
Skip quest.
Yeah, that's a sick trinket. I'm gonna pass though. You guys have earned it.
Yeah, once you get 3 of them, you can skip directly to this boss on normal instead of having to fight everything else up to it.
Oh wow.
Who's gonna get it, Brandon?
I pass.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
I fucking hope I get it. Fuck you.
Let's see.
Good job.
Let's see.
Funny thing is, like, we could have cleaned that up even more.
Oh yeah. That was easy for me. I was just fucking. Yeah.
I hate you.
Oh.
Papa, he stole my toy.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh, I got the Majigger.
Shut the fuck up.
I think we have to take the dragons again.
Is that for Shami too?
I'm taking the blue one.
Green dragon fight for life.
You just like you, Sarah. Dude, how awesome was that quest line?
Is Raszageth still wearing a hat?
Please tell me you've done the Green Dragonflight quest line.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
spoil anything, but that was pretty awesome.
She is wearing a Santa hat.
Yep.
I think they have a little candy cane as well.
I can't wait.
Holy, are you...
The fight I've been dreading all day.
Holy? Hold me, Holy.
Oh, look at us. Why are we up here?
I don't know. Holy, I don't feel safe anymore. Holy, no!
Oh, God. Oh, here I'm coming with you. I'm following you.
I have
Wait
no
for me.
idea what just happened.
Dude,
How long are we gonna fall for?
Weapon.
There's no end. It's a bottomless pit, Holy.
Is he holding a wreath and a candy cane? That's precious.
Yep.
I just realized that.
At first, I didn't think that was his arm. I was like, wow, that's pretty vulgar.
Wow, those are some long nipples.
Well, I mean, his arms are the wings.
Right, Raszageth. Probably wouldn't hurt to take a little video break again. But
Perfect, because I have to urinate.
I mean,
Abilities you have. You want to
think
divide
we
your
definitely
race
got
into
this.
even groups for phase
It's
two.
just a long fight.
Matthew,
Learning
set
what to
up
do.
marks?
Terrorism on pool, since it's a long fight and
Yeah, I set them.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh.
You can heroism both times here. Or 2 times in this fight. So we gotta do it on pull.
Since
Yeah, might as
Cranky
well.
can't be with us today.
I did it again.
Why is heroism been going off like early in fights though? Somebody's been pushing it like at random times. Does somebody have it on like a button that's too close to another button that they hit a lot? They fat fingering heroism again?
in phase one there are small circles all around. Avoid them to not get damaged and stunned.
I'm gonna check the logs and out them publicly.
Oh damn, the shame fest.
No, I'm just kidding.
3 random people will
I've been there, man.
do circles. Drop those near the edge of the
Quit,
platform.
you
I've been,
alright?
They will create
been
a
in guilds
You
that
gonna
did
make
that
it?
shit.
You want to stand with your back towards it when she flaps her wings, so that you don't get pushed off.
Are we actually breaking or?
In a random direction.
Yeah, if if you
Not
want.
really. I mean, bio if
try
you need
to-
to, but if you haven't seen the fight before, this is a hard one to fully explain.
There's a ton of
I
stuff.
can explain little bits, and a lot of it comes down to different sized blue circles. There's like 3 or 4 different types of blue circles, and you have to do different things with each of them.
It's really just gonna be as we go. Honestly, there's so many.
Here, we have 8 minutes. There you go.
The biggest thing is for everybody
can
to
get back
get a
over
feel
there.
for what to do with each of these.
When everyone gets back, though, we should probably only explain one phase at a time. I don't think it's a good idea to explain like phase 2 and phase 3 until we can actually get there.
We can at least explain like splitting into 2 groups and going to the ads, but yeah, I agree.
At 65% health, she flies
Oh,
out
I'm coming in now.
on the left and on the
Okay,
right
never mind.
of the platform.
Thank you, though.
5%
After the
health,
like
she flies out.
25th
You need to
fall
go
to my death.
to the right of the
Does anybody need a link to? Well, you have one in the chat actually.
I'm back.
There's multiple good videos for it though.
I have a handful of granola bars.
We're on break for the next 7 minutes, but review the fight, and then we're discussing.
Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is a guide
What
to
am
the
I reviewing?
Aeronog fight in Vault of the Incarnates on normal and heroic difficulty.
Super easy fight.
Pushed onto the next 2 platforms, where there will be 3 ads, with more smaller ads spawning near the big one once they get interrupted
Hey,
from their
we pulling?
spellcasting after their shield
Hey.
is broken.
Hey,
What?
we pulling?
Down together with the small ads
Hey, I'm Zax, and this is Raszageth, the
strike. You can see the direction she will go in.
last boss of the raid. There wasn't actually any beta testing for this boss, so we can't make a full guide for it yet, but here's a little run through for you in the meantime. Just keep in mind that some of this is really our best guess. This fight is a doozy. There's basically 5 phases that are all pretty different. So first thing you need to know for phase 1 is that everyone should talent into an interrupt, because it's going to make the most important mechanic in the phase way easier. The boss occasionally puts circles on everyone in the raid, which you need to spread for, and then a caster ad spawns at every single player's location. All of these ads need to be kicked or dispelled before their cast goes off, or else you're dead. Kicking or dispelling the ad instantly kills it, so either one works, but on heroic it takes 2 dispels to kill the ad, so interrupts are a little bit more efficient there. If you can do this mechanic right, phase 1 should be a breeze. The other mechanics in the phase are pretty simple. When a random player gets the static charge debuff, they need to run it far away from the raid before it explodes. At full energy, the boss channels a big pushback away from her, so tank her toward an edge of the platform and don't get pushed off. Dodge the random frontal and swirlies on the ground, and tanks taunt swap every time she casts Electrified Jaws, a big hit with a damage taken debuff. When the boss hits 70% health, she flies away and starts the first intermission, spawning ads on these 2 side platforms. So the raid needs to split in half to go deal with each side at the same time. You pretty much just nuke them all down, but try to focus on the Ruiners first because they buff the other ads, and then chain interrupt and focus down the Acolytes because they get a huge haste buff whenever they're low on health. Also, dodge the lightning breath from the boss as she flies over each platform. Then in phase 2, you fight the boss again on this other platform. The most important thing you have to do in this phase is quickly break a massive absorb shield the boss gets at full energy, or else you're dead. While the shield is active, everyone in the raid gets a positive or negative charge debuff, which gives you triple damage and healing if you're stacked with someone that has the same charge, but does real bad stuff if you're stacked with someone with the opposite charge. So it's kinda like Thaddeus and Nax, but you only need to be stacked with one person to get the full buff. I'm assuming there's no grace period on these either, so spread out beforehand and then stack with anyone that has the same charge while avoiding people with the other charge. The other mechanic that's kind of weird in this phase is the fulminating charge debuff. It's a massive circle that goes on a random player, slows them by a ton, explodes on anyone in the circle when it expires, jumps to the nearest player in the circle, and then repeats all that with a smaller circle. The person with this debuff needs to run as far away from the raid as possible with a ranged partner, while everyone else moves the opposite direction. Everyone gets hit by the huge first circle and it jumps to the ranged partner. Then the first person goes back to the boss and a new ranged partner moves out to the debuff player, and repeat until the circle is small enough that everyone in the raid can avoid it and it fizzles out. The other mechanics in this phase are pretty simple. Interrupt or dispel the same ads from phase 1, run through the expanding ring on the ground from the boss to reduce the damage it does to you, and tank swap the same way as phase 1. After a while, the boss flies away again and starts the second intermission, spawning different ads to deal with. Not sure where these spawn or if you have to split the raid again, but these Stormfiend ads aren't too crazy. They occasionally teleport somewhere and leave a bunch of little ads behind that try to run back to the Stormfiend. Slow and kill these ads to prevent them from getting to the Stormfiend and healing it. Also, dodge the occasional lightning orbs that come out from the Stormfiends. And on heroic, try to kill the Stormfiends around the same time because they buff each other when they die. Once they're dead, the boss lands on the central platform and starts the final phase. A ring of damaging storms slowly creeps in from the outside of the platform, so you have less and less space to work with over time. You have to deal with the big circle debuff from phase 2, the expanding storm ring from phase 2, and the random lightning breath from phase 1. But the tank mechanic is a lot different now. The boss occasionally channels a beam on the tank that does a lot of damage.
But who pulled it? Oh, that's my bad. All right, let's get her.
Well then.
So those are the big blue circles. Normally we want to spread those. Oh, wait, look at the screen right now. See this blue stuff? That's actually important later. Keep that. The stuff that looks like cloudy lightning.
What the fuck did I come back to?
Fun. Buzzing.
Anyone hit by the beam explodes on the raid for a massive amount of damage, and this damage can only be reduced by the tank mitigating the damage from the channel. So the tank needs to face the boss away from the raid and use a big defensive that works for magic damage right before the channel. And the tanks also need to taunt swap after every cast because of a vulnerability debuff it leaves. And finally, on heroic, a random player occasionally gets the magnetic charge debuff, which explodes for fall off damage when it expires and pulls everyone in the raid to them. So of course they need to run that far away from the raid. And that's pretty much it. Here's a quick recap of the fight for you. By the way, our Patreon supporters get our guys early, so if you're interested in that, check out the link below.
Storm zone on the ground. You understand? Welcome to Raszageth. This is where the fun begins. Look at how many abilities she has. You want to divide your raid into 2 even groups for phase 2. One going left and one going right. Use heroism on pull since it's a long fight and you can use it twice. In phase 1 there are small circles all around. Avoid them to not get damaged and stunned. Tanks should swap so they don't get eaten alive. 3 random people will keep getting big blue circles. Drop those near the edge of the platform. They will create a storm zone on the ground. You understand with your back towards it when she flaps her wings so that you don't get pushed off the map. And she also does a random direction that one shots you, so avoid that. She will also spawn orbs on everyone. Those instantly die if they get CC'd, so kick or interrupt or stun them. At
I like how she's got a
health,
hat.
she flies up.
Candy
You need to go on
the roof.
Right? It's so cute.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah, I wake up from my nap. Okay. Oh man, I used to have a guild with a little bit of a bench. It was always my favorite when people were back on break times.
There will be 3 ads with more smaller ads spawning on the big one.
No, I know.
After their shield is broken.
We always mess with them.
One by one and avoid her blinding link of strike. You can see the direction she will go in, so get out of her way. Both sides of ads at the same time. Then everyone goes on the 4th platform where she will go in, so get out of her way and try to both sides of ads at the same time. Then everyone goes on the 4th platform where she will steal Thaddeus's ability from Extremas and give people plus or minus battery charges. Stuck together in on 2 marks, everyone with plus on a side and everyone with minus on the other, and while stacked everyone has more damage to break her shield. If you don't, she will deal rate-wide AoE damage and will probably wipe you. She also casts Tempest Wings that push everyone. You want to get through this fast, so you can use some movement speed abilities here, and some really big blue circles that slow down. Try to explode them away from you, so they will damage the entire raid. And at 100 energy, she repeats the shield. We had to deal with this shield 3 times. Then when the Vault Integrity reaches 0, she flies up in the air again and spawns a big ad and small ads that will run towards the big ad. CC the small ones and clip them down and don't let them reach the big ad or they will buff it. The ad will also spawn
I have a feeling we're going to be seeing some of these,
as well as the lightning.
unless the story goes a different direction. I have a feeling we're going to see some of these brothers and sisters that are held in these.
After the big ad is dead, everyone must go towards the first platform and you will get pushed back there
Press.
on the face. Here a Battle Royale ring will close in on you, so it's a bit of a DPS check. But you will probably have...
Well, do we want to start explaining before he gets back? Kind of explain.
Oh, he's not gonna know what to do.
What's up?
So everybody here but Crisp?
Looks like it, yeah.
Okay. Anybody have his number?
Yep. But I can explain it to him. I can call him and explain it to him.
Yeah, while you're showing off your new trinket.
Mr. Hey Nerd, guess who got the trinket?
That's what happens.
I'll text him.
I just did. I asked him, where the fuck did he go?
Who?
You!
What?
I texted you. You're late.
Hey, I've got a couple of texts of people asking where I am. I'm right here. I'm at my computer. I never left. I've just been watching YouTube louder than you guys.
So you missed 2 ready checks.
Nothing will be
Oh,
louder than
there
us.
was 2 ready checks.
There's 2 ready checks and a wipe.
Oh.
Yeah, you did.
Wait, another
Not the
wipe?
wipe.
No, just the first one.
Oh,
Just the
okay.
Zeph, do you want me to do it? Explain, or do you want to?
Yeah. Go ahead. No, it's your.
All right. So the main abilities that we're looking out for is, well, first and foremost, she does a frontal, just like a typical dragon breath. That will kill you, so you need to be watching out for that.
Target's a random person, not a tank.
Yep.
Well, it can be a tank.
It's called lightning.
But it's almost, since we're pretty much always going to be stacking on Moon, it's almost always going to be in this direction, so everyone's going to have to move, usually. There's going to be 3 big blue circles targeted on 3 random people. I don't think it's on a tank, though. And those need to go to diamond, circle, and triangle. Every time. And basically how you know which one to go to, whichever one you're closest to. And if you happen to be just basically on top of somebody else that has it, you're just gonna have to figure it out. There might be an auto marker that we can get, but it's pretty easy to just figure out who's going where based on how close you are to each marker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure there's a weak aura for it, but like, I don't think you need it. Like,
It
as
doesn't
long as
have to be on those 3 spots, though, right? It just has to be spread out.
It needs to be on these 3 spots because they need to be.
They can't touch each other, and the further to the edge they are, the less damage they deal to the raid, because the raid's going to take damage from each of them.
Yeah, you just need to take them to the marker, or as close as you can get to it. But the one on circle needs to be right on circle. And then the last mechanic that we're looking out for in Q1 is everyone will get a small blue circle, and you need to spread for that. And after what it does is it spawns an ad on top of you, and it's up to you to interrupt that ad to kill it. So if you don't have an interrupt, you need to talent into it.
It can be silenced, stunned, any sort of like.
We'll instant kill it.
Yes. It doesn't. I don't even know if it has health. It just like dies to a silence.
It does have health, but it's not worth killing it that way.
And after you kill it, don't you have to move away from it because it like bursts again
Nope.
or something? No.
Nope. It just instantly dies. But even one staying up will wipe the raid. So it's really it's personal accountability. You have to stun, incap, kick, something.
Yeah, everybody has an ability.
And pretty much after every mechanic, we want to stack back up on Moon because there's a lot of AoE, unavoidable AoE damage that needs to be healed, and it's better if everyone's stacked. The last mechanic in P1 is a pushback, and what the big circles do is they put down a pretty big zone, and that zone, getting pushed back into that zone prevents you from getting pushed off the ledge. So it's kind of like sitting in webs on the Snarth fight.
That's the and you're talking about like the cloud with lightning flow stuff
Yep.
on the ground. Okay.
That's why it's so important for the circle to have one on it, because if we're all stacked on Moon, we get pushed right back into the one on circle, and we don't fly off the edge.
Can I ask you a question, Myth, from what you've seen and what you know? Won't the circle from the person on circle be in range of Moon? Like, what do we do with everybody that's on Moon during that time?
I'll put circle a little bit farther back, but it's not big enough to be.
Yeah.
It's not big enough to be on Moon.
Yeah,
they're not that big.
Yeah, it won't reach that inner plate.
If it is too big, then just be a little bit in front of Moon, I guess.
Okay. And there is a taunt swap. It's electrified jaws. I don't know how often. I think it's like a long one. It's like 30 seconds, something like that. I don't think there's anything else that I know of.
For phase one, I think that's
we're
it.
good for phase one. Do you want to at least announce 2 groups so that we can kind of pre-plan DPS spread? Probably split up the melee and ranged.
I mean, ideally we want it to be even in terms of DPS.
Looks like it's already split.
Oh, did you account for people's DPS?
I think we should a little bit.
Honestly, it doesn't matter yet.
Okay. I just feel like I think that's like an easy thing to practice, is like the jump. So like at the very least, if you look to the right and the left, there's 2 platforms. We're gonna get knocked into 2 groups on those 2 platforms, and then we'll go into phase 2. And we'll talk about that later. But there's ads there that we fight.
Yes, how are we stacking Moon during the fight of phase 1?
Yep.
All right. Sorry, did you say which group is going to which color, just in case we get there first try?
We should get that phase pretty quick after we learn these circle
group
mechanics.
1 triangle and group 2 diamond?
Just do group 1 triangle, group 2 purple, but focus on phase 1 for now.
As far as stacking, how long do you have until the little circles go off? Because
you got about 2, maybe 3 seconds, so there's enough time to spread.
Because everybody's going to get it, and everybody has to spread out, and they're pretty decent size.
No, they're really small.
Okay.
They're medium. I hear you both.
But yeah, that's the only reason we have to spread. That's the only reason we ever have to move, besides the breath frontal. So basically, every single time you move and deal with either the ads that you kick or the breath, you want to go right back to Moon.
Well, those circles where I'm standing, it encloses like past these corners. Like if you're standing like in the middle, it's big enough to go to the corners of this square I'm on.
Maybe we should offset them a little bit.
Are you talking about the big circles or the small ones that spawn
the
ads?
small one, like if I'm up a little bit, like right here, the small one that's smaller than the ad that you have to interrupt will reach the corners, that corner and this corner. If I'm standing.
Yeah, I mean they're not super small, but if we're stacked on Moon, I mean there's still a lot of real estate. I mean there's only 10 of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say this place is made for 20
yeah.
to 25 people, right? We should be able to spread with 11.
I don't think that's the mechanic that's gonna mess us up.
Oh yeah, but it's worth noting because it can be bad. So yeah, so Bound, you're gonna go green with group 1, and then group 2 we're gonna go purple if we make the phase 2. I would say save your potions, save your elixirs, everything until we're like consistently in phase 2. There's no reason to use all that money up right now. This fight is more of a marathon than a damage race until the end. The end is the damage race, but I think we have enough damage to do it, like even without that stuff. So I think that's just gonna make it easier once we figure it out. All right, let's go.
Bing bang.
We have to kill the ads in phase 2 close to each other, right?
Why does my
5,
countdown never work?
4,
Deli, I'm gonna
3,
grab her. I want to punch her in the face.
2,
Yeah.
1.
Stack on
That's not
Moon?
good. I feel like okay. I guess that's taunt already.
These are the bombs that you take out. Make sure there's one on circle back there.
That one in the middle, go circle now.
Backwards, yeah.
Go back. Run.
Beware.
Oh, it did not go on circle. Lightning breath.
That's the breath.
That was quick.
So stack away from Moon right now because see this shit. We wanna get knocked back into this.
So you always want to have your back to one of these pools.
Yeah. See? It stops us. Perfect. Alright. Ooh. Spread them just for practice.
10% first try.
Got her.
Yeah, so you don't want to put 2 on circle there. If you see that somebody else is already on circle, you got to take yours over to either triangle or diamond.
The other thing I'll say about those things is it's not just about placing them on the positions. It's also you want to move them out as fast as possible because they deal raid-wide damage based on proximity to your team. So as soon as that comes up, what I would recommend is somebody make their way towards green and purple right away, and that way whoever's kind of left behind realizes, okay, I'm the last one. I gotta turn around and book it to circle, which is the closest one really. So. Oh, and the breath killed a lot of people there.
Yeah, the breath comes out quick, so you gotta be watching for it.
It's right after the circles break, I think, almost every time. She has, as you probably know, she has big wings. I don't know which phase it is, but she's gonna block your vision.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dodge these little blue circles too whenever you can.
When I was killing it, the tanks had her face away for some reason. I don't know why.
Alright, move. Far away from people as you can. Keep going.
Beware.
Lightning breath, get out of the way.
Move. Yep. Good job. Nope, Evan. Can't believe you got here. No, I'm just kidding.
Beware.
Hurricane Wing, get on the thing.
Save the B-Res for now. Save the B-Res. There it is.
Oh, fuck. That lasted a lot longer than I thought. I heroic leaped immediately after it was casted.
Red. Whoa.
Beware.
Breath, move.
Beware.
And that's it. We just do this until 65%, so. I feel like she moves too close to this edge.
Beware.
Oh, these are bigger than I thought.
Yeah, these are the big ones.
Those are the ones you gotta interrupt, and they
Kick
do
the ad that you spawned.
damage.
I wonder if we should tank her to the side.
Just a little bit farther back.
Well, because of the size of her hitbox,
Beware.
it's not like we can just quickly move her. Like we're gonna have to move behind her to do that. So I'm wondering like if the tanks kind of line up. I haven't seen a video that really explains that, but I'm
Actually,
wondering-
yeah, I don't think you have to turn her away. Maybe just move her a little bit farther back from the moon.
Maybe if I start with heroic leap instead of charge, I don't know. Because when I charge, she like comes forward, and it would be the same for bear charge.
What if we bring her over here?
Where? Oh,
You definitely want her in the middle.
That's all I'm wondering is what if everybody stacks there except for the tanks?
I have present for you, Holy.
Well, the tanks are still going to have a problem. Are you going to be able to
Yeah.
position for the pushback?
Yeah, it's right after the breath every time.
You're
There's
welcome.
plenty of time.
Thanks.
I wonder if there's... I didn't really look in the video. I gotta look in the video. See where they're tanking it. I always thought she was tanked like in the very middle of the room. But she doesn't like to stand there.
Yeah, in the middle is how we did it. Because her hitbox is massive.
Right. But that also is what makes it hard to move it. Like, for me to, like, when she comes forward like she does at the beginning of every pull, for us to move her back to the middle, we would have to kind of run across the room. Or what I would do is heroic leap across the room, pull her back a little bit. But by that time, healers are, like, stretching to keep in range, and it creates a mess. I don't think anybody has to do that much. That seems a little...
Yeah, you could just tank her on... You could just tank her with us on Moon.
But she does move, like, during the pushback. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
I mean, that's okay. Is it gonna? Does she hurt you if you're standing on top of her? I mean, it's not a big
well, the problem is she'll get closer and closer to circle to the point where circle won't be. We'll all be standing on circle, and then circle won't be far enough to. Let me see.
Like, why wouldn't it be far? What's the problem? She's just gonna be standing on it, but who cares? She'll be standing on it.
I don't think where she is matters, to be honest.
Yeah, who cares if she's standing on top of us?
Yeah,
Unless she does an AO, unless she damaged you by standing on you, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think it's about her positioning. I think it's about our positioning and where we put circles and stuff.
I'm trying to think of how the heck we can keep her there.
What I saw was the group was spread out when they killed her, and one of the tanks would do the wing flap on either the diamond or the triangle, so they could start tanking from over there to keep it away from this main part. But the group, what I've been seeing is they were just spread out the entire time.
No, I mean, I've definitely seen the stacking thing because, like, the healing circles definitely make sense, right? Like,
yeah, and that's fine.
And you always know with stacking, you always know where the breath's going to be. On the other hand, that means everybody always has to move for the breath, which means less DPS. But I don't think that's what's killing us. Like I said, I'm worried about every time she knocks us back, right? And we go into this lightning cloud and it stops us. She walks up to the tank that she knocked back, so she gets closer and closer to the edge. So maybe we just have to readjust her. I feel like I've seen her like tanked and staying pretty much in the same spot.
We could move Moon and circle up a little bit more.
Yeah, we could try that. I can't. The problem is, no matter what I do, when we charge her at the beginning, she wants to move through us because of her hitbox being so big. So even with Moon up. Yeah. Okay. Might as well give it a couple more until we figure it out. This is interesting. So we spread the circles, we dodge the breath.
5, 4,
Kill the little ad.
3, 2, 1.
That worked. Right him.
Beware.
I'll Touch the breath. You ready for knockback?
Beware.
Knockback.
Yep. That worked. Spread him.
Beware.
You ready for breath? Watch out. Next is knockback. Stack for knockback.
Beware.
Shit. Ah,
Okay,
see, she
2
moves.
charges off on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Full rage.
Beware.
Spread, spread, spread. You gotta silence your ad under your circle. You gotta silence your ad. Oh boy.
Go to the edge.
Restack, restack after you can.
Beware.
Hurricane wing. Get behind the
Okay,
thing.
yep. Get a B-res on bound.
Beware.
Lightning breath. Get out of the way.
Yep. Spread him. 10% more and we got phase 2.
Beware.
Spread him.
Beware.
Both tanks just got trucked.
Chop off.
So did everybody see the little ball ad that they had to silence there?
Yes, I was
Okay.
able to do it.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
the big circles that you get where one person goes back and then one goes left, one goes right. How close can those be together, or not together? But I guess how close can those be to the center? Because whenever we put them all the way to the edge, I can't do anything. Being a melee DPS, I'm just stuck
Right.
there. Is there a way we can move them closer to her so I can at least attack her while I'm there and she's doing the wing thing?
I think it does fall off damage, so it's just better as a whole to be as far away to
think
keep everyone healthy.
I think the
Gotcha.
I was gonna say I think the honest answer there, Crisp, is just do heroic throw and don't worry about your DPS for that 10-second window.
I gotcha.
Is what it is. Sucks being melee. But we do need to move those back further.
Even being like 10 yards closer to us would probably deal another like effective 500,000 raid damage or more.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to move those back further too. They're a little close. Because we were taking a ton of damage from that wing.
Yeah. So what? Move the circle back or move what back?
Yeah, the big circle. I would get as far back as you can if you have one. And if you have a big circle, I would focus on getting to the outside before you start wrapping around. Like, get away from the other and get to the outside. Don't try to just run straight to her and put it in between circle and triangle.
That's fair. I wonder if she's got the kind of hitbox where, like, if I stand, like, some bosses, if you stand like 2/3 of the way in, they'll move back. I kind of feel like she won't, though. You know what I'm talking about, Deli?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go. I mean, listen, we were like 9%, 8 or 9% from phase 2. So again, once we hit 65%, I don't know exactly what happens, but basically you can't damage her any further. If you're in group 2, head to purple. Group 1 and group 3, head to green, and stack up tight on those because she's gonna knock us back. We'll fight some ads.
Oh, we should set. We should have group 2 and group 3 go to the same.
Yeah, so bound goes to.
Yeah, bound. You're going. Group 1 go triangle, and group 2 and 3 go purple.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Age of the incarnates begins!
Got him. Close to the edge as you can, except for the circle.
Honey breath.
Get move. All right, restack to get knocked back.
Beware.
Wings.
Yeah, I can't stop him from moving forward there. I'm gonna try something though.
It's fun. I mean,
it's not a big deal, honestly.
Okay.
I think
somebody's got orange.
All right, we're gonna have to move a little bit. Watch breath. Watch breath.
Deli dead.
Beware.
Watch breath. Watch breath.
Fighting breath.
And then we restack over on Deli over there.
Beware.
Boy.
Beware.
All right, kill your ad. Spread out. And kill your ad. Perfect. Big heals. I think you still need big heals there. Spread.
To the side.
Star, go to the edge. Go to the edge. No. So Star, I don't know who that was. Eben. So
Beware.
I'm just gonna walk in the thing. So if your big circle, Eben, blows up that close to us, it's gonna deal a ton of damage.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was saying not to worry. Damn it, I released. That's why I was saying not to worry about getting it to the markers, because a lot of people aren't going to be able to, and that's going to happen. It's going to kill us. Just get to the edge. It doesn't matter if it's not. The one needs to be behind us. That's all that matters.
Don't worry about your damage, anything like that.
Yeah.
Heals, obviously, you might have to toss like a spot heal, but like
Even if
overall,
there's not one behind us, we can just shift to the one, make one behind us. Like, just get to the edge.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Get to the edge, and like, if if you're at the edge closest to us, other than the one that's normally circle, whichever one's close, there should only be one that's kind of right behind us. Everybody else should go as far away as they can. And then immediately after you drop that, your first thought should be, there's a breath coming. The stacking part's pretty simple. I'm trying to think of the damage that happens after we do the small spread with the ad. Is there any extra damage when we pop the ad? Or is it just when the circle bursts?
That's a good question.
I mean, we have to do it. I'm just trying to figure out for our healers how much big heals are needed during that.
I think you take initial damage from just the circle, just depleting.
Yep.
And then there's no damage after that, as long as everyone gets in-cap kick stuns their ad.
Okay.
But I mean, everyone's kind of spread out, so there's not going to be much healing while we reposition after the spread.
Right.
Also, like, this fight is insanely about
staying alive
and personal accountability. Like, if you're not using heals on yourself that you have available, you're trolling.
Yep. No, I mean, it's definitely a marathon fight. Your DPS matters, but like your DPS is small, can like, against the fact that this is probably like a 10 to 12 minute fight or more.
Yeah, it's definitely enough to do heroism twice.
Yeah. So just learning what you got to do to stay alive matters. But like, if you're worried about your rotation being perfect, you'll get it better as you learn what to dodge. All right, let's Keep doing it.
If you get the big circle before it detonates, just go ahead and use your defensive. That way, you don't have to worry about it. I mean, if you're full HP, okay, you don't have to use it. But if you're like, I don't know, 3/4 to half HP and your big bomb's about to explode, you should use a defensive or a pot.
Every class has at least one, right? Probably 1 to 2.
Yeah, and if it's not up, then use a health pot.
Right.
Or a health stone. But potions heal more.
Yep. Alright. We got this.
For Papa.
5,
Yeah.
Papa.
4,
Yeah, for Papa.
3, 2, 1.
Get to the edge. Get to the edge.
Edge.
All the way.
Big circle, go to the edge.
Beware.
Lighting bread.
All right, we got a wall right here. Stack on tanks.
Beware.
Wings. Yeah, so probably the one furthest away from, like this one, would be perfect.
Okay. Just pretend like we're in the middle of the circle again. The only time we have to worry about repositioning is for the knockback at the end of the phase. Spread them all the way to the edge.
Yeah, all the way.
Beware.
Dodge, 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 dodge. Good job. Alright, we're gonna have to move. Move to the right. Yep, move for the knockback. Get time, get time.
Beware.
Alright, you're out of time. Good job. You did it. Alright, you're ready. New big circles are coming.
Just small circles.
Beware.
Those small circles, right? Yeah,
Red.
Oh, sorry.
Does not do damage when you interrupt.
My bad.
Ooh, these are way too close.
Yeah, yeah.
Beware.
Oh no. I was right between them.
Beware.
I'm actually having a thought while we're wiping here.
Edge. Get to the edge.
Beware. Beware.
I think somebody does have the marking weak aura because I'm seeing people getting marked when they have bombs.
I mean, we can try. I mean, I'm all for weak auras. Make things simpler. It's also cheating, you know. I understand, but
I don't know. In my opinion,
don't-
putting the bombs on the markers is just the easiest way to do it. That way, we don't have to worry about repositioning for the pushback and all
And
that.
Hey, I'm so down for that too, but people aren't able to make it over there for some reason.
Yeah, what
We're not doing
What if
it.
my heroic leaps out and I have to make it all the way across the platform?
You just go as far as you can, and if you can't
And
make
what
it,
if I
that's
die
okay.
right in the middle underneath her?
Then you didn't even try to move it out of the group.
I just think it's a lot harder than we're saying it to be, because if you accidentally get in one of those little blue circles, it stuns you.
Well, that's a skill issue.
Okay.
no, I mean it's.
I'm glad
It's
that
not-
we're open for others' input. I appreciate that.
I don't. Do they do more damage the closer they are together? Like, I'm trying to
Yeah,
find.
the closer they are to the raid, the more damage they do to the raid.
I don't think
Yeah,
like
it's a
I'm not.
fall off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's like super easy. It's nothing like that, but it is. It's definitely. It's gonna wipe the raid until people can dodge the little circles while carrying the big circle. I know it's and while at this, I mean, there's a lot of things to pay attention to. The one thing I want you to forget when you have a blue circle is your damage and a little bit of your healing. Like,
right, I get that, but
Yeah.
it can't just be up to those people to blue circle. If we notice if we stack 2 of those circles next to each other, then everybody just shift the other direction. Like you were just saying earlier, it's personal accountability for everybody. You can't complain that a bad circle placement's going to wipe the raid when everybody can just move.
It doesn't do ticking damage while it's down. It's the initial damage it does when it's placed.
I thought it was raid wide damage. It's fall off depending on where it lands.
Right, where it's placed initially is where all the damage is. There's no damage after that.
Gotcha. I thought it was a dot.
Nope.
So
it
it's
just
that
fucking hits
initial
like a truck when it's
95K whenever it hits.
Well, so in that case, if we're all, because so far we have yet to place the circles perfectly. We're getting them on this side every time. If we're stacked, I mean that's just shitting on everybody. Everybody's close.
Like if
Right?
they're,
I mean, if one's placed like right here, that's shitting on the whole group. If one's placed on the exact same spot on the other side, shitting on the whole group. But if we're
I wanted to
spread
bring
out,
that up earlier. I don't understand why we're stacking. I get the healing circles, but if it's an aura, not an aura, but like if it's based on how close you are to something, then I feel like we should spread at least a little bit. That way, if the circles do get fucked, just 1 or 2 people are getting hit hard by it instead of the whole party.
I think the stack is just for the circle of healing.
Right.
Which I think,
and also you have to
a
stack
clean-
for the knockback. I mean, you don't have to. There's 3 options, but it makes it easier for the knockback.
If you have survivability, I'd say you probably don't have to. Like I have a shit ton of survivability.
Like in a perfect scenario, Chris, I would agree with you on like, all right, personal accountability, everybody move away. But like, I will say this is one of those mechanics where it really does come down to the DPS or healer that gets the debuff. If I was, as a tank, if I got it as the tank, I would also like it would fall on me to get that thing. As far
I get
you know
that.
what I mean?
If I don't get it all the way to the edge, that's my fault. But
10
I mean,
people reacting-
if that doesn't happen, then everybody else needs to be able to react. It's situational awareness. We shouldn't just wipe because of a bad circle placement. Everybody needs to be like, all right, that's bad. Let's move to the left or move to the right. If I fuck up, I fuck up. But I at least want us to be able to try and mitigate that fuck up instead of just point fingers and say, that's your fault. We can at least try,
I mean, it's one of those things where like you'll know you fucked up probably 2 seconds before anybody else will, and then they have less than 2 seconds to reorganize 10 people versus the one person getting it right as much as possible. I understand. Listen, if I had the circles, I would mess it up probably once every X amount of pulls, right? But hopefully, as we practice it, we'll get better and better at it, and eventually, people should be able to get it consistent to where they're only dying to it maybe once every 10 to 20 pulls. Right now, it's going to be like every other pull or every 3rd pull until we get used to it. We can do that. I mean, seriously, we're going to get there. This is only our 4th pull, and this is a boss that's going to take like 50, or it could take up to 50.
This first phase is not hard so far. We should not be struggling with these mechanics. It's pretty simple.
Let's keep doing it.
We're halfway there.
Part of the problem is we gotta get everybody waking up. Let's go. This is Raszageth. This isn't the first boss. This is the last boss.
Everybody vaggle yourselves. Let's go.
That sure would make me pass out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll stand and stuff.
Alright, big circles, spread them. Go to the back, Diamond. Go to the back, go. You're doing good. Good, good, good. Really good.
Lightning breath.
Much breath. That's good. Move. Stack.
Wing.
Beware.
Here it comes. Now's a good time for big damage. And before that. I hate when she does that. Spread them just as best you can. Get as far to the edge as you can. Good job. Really good.
Beware.
Watch breath. Stack up. Big damage right now. This is like a good 10 seconds of big damage before the breath.
Wings are coming.
Beware.
Yep. Okay.
Beware.
Spread
All right,
out.
everybody spread. Moving in. Nice. Big heals. Can we get a BRS on Hoga?
Oh, jeez.
We got a healer down.
Oh, never mind. Get bound up.
Beware.
I'm down as well.
Alright.
Trap myself in
Save
the
it, I
tiny
guess.
blue.
Beware.
Watch the breath.
Beware. Beware.
No. Alright, gloves are off, Raz. It's you and me.
Hey, I'm here.
And Deli.
No.
Oh, no, and Myth.
I jumped off.
That was
73.
Alright, good. It was close. It was close. Raz, okay. Oh, boy. I mean, again, I don't really care about the blame game or anything like that. What I care about is, do people know what's killing them? If you don't know, then you don't know how to stop it. But if you know what's killing you, just own it and just try to talk through, you know, what ideas people might have to help prevent it.
I just happened to miscalculate and step in a little blue swirly as the bomb dropped.
Yeah, those things are... I would actually almost say that the little blue swirlies, as small as they are and whatever, they're probably one of the more dangerous parts of this phase. Because if they hit you at the wrong time, they're deadly. So like I would almost say like this next pull, like everybody should make it their goal to not get hit by those or do their best. I mean, it's gonna happen. I've been hit by a few of them, but like reduce that as much as possible because that'll make this phase easier. Any other ideas? Anybody notice anything? Let's keep going then.
Rock'em sock'em robots, baby.
Rock'em sock'em.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dodge those circles. Spread them. Nice spread.
Beware.
Dodge the circles. Watch the breath. Dodge the breath. Alright, stack. Watch the circles.
Beware. Beware.
Yeah, that.
Side to the breath, side to the breath. Alright, restack, damage.
Beware.
Almost push back. Watch the circles.
Beware.
Red, red, red.
We keep running the same way. Damn it, Brandon. Why do you think like me?
Spread them as far as you can. Watch the circles. Watch the breath. Oh god.
Beware.
Wings.
Wait, what? No breath. Go stack, stack. That was weird. Get it. Res on
Beware.
Breath.
There's the breath. Yeah. Watch the circles. Spread them. Doing good. Watch the circles. Ah, I got hit.
Beware.
Talking spread.
Beware.
Stack, stack, stack.
Nope, nope. Damn. That was me.
Spread them. Keep practicing. We're doing that. Spread them, spread them, spread them. Alright.
Beware.
Watch, dodge those and stack. You can get a Beerus and Holy.
It's down for 3 minutes.
All right.
Wings.
Well, let's just get it to phase 2 then. This will be a first phase 2, I think. We got it. Alright. Dodge the circles.
Beware.
Run. No, don't move further. Once.
Get on your.
Right,
oh
phase two.
shit,
Yeah,
we
go to your
phased.
spot. Yep. Alright.
I'm going green.
Group 2 and 3.
Okay.
Group 2 and 3 come purple diamond. Hurry,
Brandon.
hurry, hurry. 2 and 3, purple diamond.
You're good, Brandon. I switched with you.
You can't damage the boss right now.
Beware.
There's only 3 people over here.
Yeah.
You guys are in the wrong
I don't know.
spot.
We got 2 people dead.
So here you can see we're going to pick up these ads. When we break their shield, they're going to spawn more ads. We're going to pick those up as well. I think we just...
We don't have a healer over here.
No, yeah, I know. We're believe it or not, we haven't talked about the base, and we're definitely not going to clear it. So that's the other mechanic. You just saw it. She will go through and breathe down the middle of the room every, what is it, 10 seconds?
Ready? She's about to come down here.
Is there a way of knowing where she's going to cross? I know she
Yeah,
goes
you
through the middle.
can look up.
It's almost always middle, but every once in a while it's on one of the sides.
Yep, you just look up at her.
It's almost always down the middle, but sometimes she says "fuck you" and switches it up.
Fuck you, you know papa. Then the truth came out. He was actually papa of the primal dragons.
But hey, we made it there.
Yep, good shit. Progress. Just throwing this out there. I think it really does matter that we make that effort to really dodge those little circles. Not only because it keeps you alive on the big circle, but also it's almost like having an extra healer when we're not getting hit by many.
A note on the big circles. I've been running directly underneath boss, and I feel like I'm not taking any damage off the explosions.
Oh, you want everybody to move in?
Well, we have a circle exploding right behind us, so if it's the closer it is, more damage, it would make sense that we run away from right behind us.
I agree.
I've
move
been
closer to the
literally
boss.
going on the other side of her when that stuff happens, and I'm staying above half health. When I was watching on that last time, dude, every time that shit popped off, everybody was dropping below half at least.
Shit, I gotta repair. Fuck. I think I got one more pull before I have to repair, but next time I'm gonna have to run back. Fly back. It was a good pull. Devin, what killed you there? Was it just a blue circle or in holy? What got ya?
I did not, or my brain registered your stack too late, and I got blown off the edge. That was on me not being in my my right place.
For the
I
smaller
heard
circle,
stack, and I was like, yeah. Oh shit.
for the smaller circles with the ad.
No, actually, Galti had a point.
Yeah, I think it's
When whoever comes back to that orange circle, maybe the raid party should just switch and go to the other side of Raz,
Well,
or at least move in.
I was gonna say there's nothing that's really stopping anybody from moving in right from the get go. Like, why don't we start in there?
Like move the moon up a little bit.
Yeah, move the moon up.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is she starts getting closer and closer to the edge. So like we were saying earlier, like we have to kind of visualize the moon and circle and all these as if they're always moving with us,
Yeah.
because she's not going to stay in the center.
Like, and we don't have to be right in front of one of the storms when she flaps her wings. We just have to be in line with it. I mean,
Right.
I've been fighting this whole time pretty much right underneath her or right outside of her, and
So
I
when
have
that big AOE comes down, it
damage.
doesn't hit you.
And the other thing is you don't want to move too much. Like, you definitely move in to reduce the damage on that part. I agree. I think we should try that. But the more we move, the less that we're damaging and healing. So like we want to move, but we want to minimize it as much as we can. As a group, individually, you know, you have to move out for the circle. But that was really good. That was
phase
Bound.
2.
Bound, are you good to go purple diamond with us?
I already whispered him.
Wait, hold up, Deli, or Myth. Did you want to go over phase 2 a little bit, just the basics at least?
It's really just killing ads. I think there's a few interrupts. I can't say for sure, but if you see them casting something interrupted, and then yeah, it's just dodging the breath pretty much and killing the ads. It's nothing. It's actually really easy.
And she only breathes on one platform at a time. So like, I think
She alternates.
Does she always start on purple side?
I think it's random.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So she changes the angle in which she breathes from, but it's almost always right down the middle. But you should always just check anyway for that one time it's on the side or something.
Yeah. And then there's 3 ads. Each of them spawns little ads. We silence and interrupt those, kill those, dodge the breaths, and then there's a little platform thing that comes up that'll bring us together again with Raz to start officially phase 2.
Yeah, and you can see all the health bars of the ads on where the boss frames are, so we should be able to track each other's progress.
Yeah, have to kill
what some groups do is we'll have to see how balanced the groups are. But ideally we kill all the ads at a similar rate. If it's too lopsided, then we'll change who goes where, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready, by the way.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so everybody move in slightly more than they were. Keep dodging those little circles as much as possible too. That's big.
If we're in the center,
move in a little bit.
As long as you get to the edge.
Perfect.
Beware.
Watch them dodge that. Nope. Alright, Ankh is it? It is.
Flapping wings.
Beware.
No, you didn't see anything.
See what? Stack,
exactly.
Grab him. Dodge the little circles.
Beware.
Dodge it. Stack. Dodge circles.
Beware. Beware.
Ride him. Nice. Spread him a little more if you can. Circle. There you go. Nope.
Beware.
No, you gotta stack right, stack right.
Beware.
Spread him. Get away from him a little bit. There you go.
Beware. Beware.
Oh, really?
Don't waste any of your resin.
Beware. Beware.
Preparing.
I don't know what else we could try besides what I've been watching on my videos.
You wanna do a couple more pulls and take a short break and do? I don't know. I mean, I think, other than like, for the most part, when we're seeing people die, it's not like random. A lot of it. So I think as long as we, continue the reps and stay focused, I think we can get through this all alive, and then phase 2 will be, it's going to take some practice, but I mean, it's just killing ads and silencing them and dodging a breath. So that part should be, again, fairly simple once we've done it a few times. And then the next phase, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but I feel like the last phase of this, other than being a DPS phase, is actually the easiest phase. But we'll cover that once we get to that. That's a long ways off. I think we have more than enough DPS to do it, so as long as we have everybody alive. Buff and ready and go. Deli, what time do you guys go to?
It's supposed to be now.
Okay. I mean, I'm good for as long as you guys need or want.
All right, we're gonna do the same thing that we did last night with the ready check. Want to continue? Yes. No. No. Wrong button.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we continue.
So what do you want to do? Like do 1 or 2 pulls, take a short break, and do a couple more, and then
Yeah,
call it.
yeah,
from
that's
there?
fine. All right, we'll do this pull and then take a break.
Take 5. Okay. All right, let's go.
All right, this one's for real.
2 seconds.
Okay.
5,
Don't pull.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. This one's for real.
I was reapplying my runes.
5.
Wait, hold up. No, I'm
4,
just kidding. All right, let's go.
3,
Let's do this.
2, 1.
Big damage. Let's go. Dodge the little circles, except for me because I'm bad. All right, you ready to spread? All right, here comes the breath.
Beware.
Then the stack. We gotta go a little bit to the right. There we go.
Beware.
Stack, 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 stack. Don't wait for it. Don't be late on these. Grab them. Star, go to the back. Go to the back. Move away from it. Oh, shit.
Beware.
Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it.
Beware.
And stack in front of
Yeah,
us.
be rest on Haga because we're gonna be taking a short break.
It's already been used.
Okay.
On who?
Beware.
Why?
Spread out a little bit.
From last
On a
fight.
tank.
Beware.
There's a knockback stack, stack.
Beware.
Dodge. Spread him. Nice. Nice leap there. That was a good time. Better to leap early than late.
Beware.
Spread a little bit.
Beware.
Wings.
Yep. Knockback stack, sorry. Let's see if we can see phase 2 again, that'd be nice. Spread them. We're moving away from these people a little bit. Okay. Maybe breath?
Beware.
Yep. Big damage, get ready for knockback. Get her to 65, let's go.
Beware.
Doesn't seem like we take more damage the closer we are. Because we're pretty close. I
Beware.
don't think I was taking more damage that time. I was able to melee that entire time. Alright,
Alright, move to your platform, move to your platforms.
Alright, I'm switching again with you, Brendan, I guess.
By the way, when you're killing your ad to silence it, I've learned don't tab target.
Beware.
Does not always work.
Yeah, that was my bad. I just went where we went last time.
Pretty good.
Alright.
Right, one ad
get
at
on
a
your
time.
ads. Yep.
One
Watch for
closest.
breath. Silence the little ads once they spawn. Watch for breath. Where is she?
Breath coming right on top of us, Dilly.
Silence them if you can.
Breath right above us, right above us.
Chop, chop. Yep, moving. Nice, good dodge. It gives you plenty of time. That's good. Big heals if you can. Kill the ad. All right, next ad. Now imagine if we had, if everybody was up here, these would die probably 25% faster. So we should be able to get through it.
Should be good on this breath.
Yeah. So this side over here that we're on, the purple side, is called red side if you're looking at the middle, and then the other side's blue side. So if you see her, I'm not always going to see her, and other Rayleighs may not always see her either. So call out, like,
right above us,
becoming
right
red.
above us.
Yep, moving, yep. Good call. Alright, she's coming back to blue side next.
Yeah, everybody's dead.
Uh-oh, breath on this side again?
Yeah, we're good though, we're good. It's because there's no one left on the other side. She's gonna keep breath. We gotta move right.
Yeah, gotcha.
If you notice, there's also clouds that come up from the ground and go to her that show her limits.
Yeah. Yep. These light circles that you're seeing here, too, those are going to be our path back to the next platform. So that's where we're going to go at the end of ads phase. Going to click on it, it's going to take you back to the platform. And I think we can start DPSing the boss soon after that. You can get some bonus time on the boss if you do it quick.
Yeah, she puts up a shield that we have to burst through it, and you get a negative or a positive charge, and you get a stack on whoever you get.
I'm just saying, officially, DBM said phase 2, so we made it. Because technically, that is just an intermission, what we just did. Hey, progress.
Proggers.
Progress. You guys want to take 5?
Yeah.
Come back, give it a couple more pulls. Alright, I'll be back.
Those ads fucking hurt.
How long of a break? Did you put it up? 10 minutes.
My game's broken.
It's broken.
I can't ever see your raid countdowns and the break timers.
Because you don't have DBM or bigwigs.
Are those more of those cheats?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it.
2 minutes. Myth, you there?
Yep.
For phase 2, I know we've still got a little ways to go to get there consistently, but for phase 2, I mean the pushback I feel like there is really simple. I think obviously the mechanic around the shield and stacking properly is important to learn, but I think that's going to be fairly simple once we get it. The one I worry about is the fulminating charge, the big circle again, only it's different. And like what move tech do we have to help people, because it slows them 75%, and we don't have Hand of Freedom. So druids, right? You have Aspect of the Pack. What else do we have for like movement tech? Hunters can use disengage, that'll be one.
It's been a while since I did it. I'm not sure which ability you mean.
So it's another big blue circle that deals. This time it deals damage to the person it's on, and then anybody that's within it when it breaks.
4, 3,
it'll
2,
spread
1.
to them and be a little bit smaller. So you just
want that person.
But it also slows them by 75% move speed. So them getting away from everybody, we can basically, I think one option is to move the entire raid away from them, even though I don't think everybody does that. I think warriors can obviously heroic leap. Like anybody should use whatever movement tech they have on their own, but if they don't have any, we should have like an aspect ready or something like that.
Yeah, I remember now. How we did. We just had them go to an edge, and the whole raid would just move toward the middle.
Go to an edge. Okay. All right, that sounds good.
Like the whole raid needs to move from those. They need to be moving towards the edge, and the whole raid needs to be moving toward the middle. Is basically how we did it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure almost every class has something.
I personally feel like phase 1 is the hardest phase in this fight. It's just it's such a long fight that the odds of getting hit by something random and getting taken out makes it harder as the fight goes on. But I think mechanics-wise, I personally think that the first phase has the most mechanics to like dodge this while you're looking for breath and dodge that while you're stacking. Not that that's too difficult, but it is more than people are used to in all the fights leading up to this.
So when were you saying for the raid party to shift towards the middle more?
So that's in phase 2. When we come back from the platforms, if we let's say we all live through phase 1, we go over, kill the ads, and everybody's still up. We all come back. We start damaging Raszageth. I don't know if everybody's here, but just really quickly, right? What'll happen is Raszageth will gain a shield. When she does, she gives 2 debuffs. So think of it like Thunderous and Mythic Plus, where you have like positive and negative. But this time, instead of stacking on top of each other, positive and negative, you want to stack together with your type. Kind of like Stalag back in Nexramus?
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus, yeah. It's just like
Thaddeus mech.
So basically, you stack all the positives with the positives, which I think they're like a cyclone, and then the other one's like an orb, and those stack together. And you get a damage debuff during that, because while that shield's up, she deals raid-wide damage that stacks and increases. But if you're stacked together in your 2 groups, you deal a ton of extra damage, and you burst through that shield really quickly.
Oh.
The other mechanics of that phase, though, are pretty simple, I think, which is there's another big circle, and that's what we were just talking about, which that person runs to the edge, everybody else runs to the middle, because if it blows up while people are in it, it'll spread to them. And then the other mechanic is she does like a knockback, but it's not as big as like the wind in the first one. It's just like a wave knockback. It's more like a pushback. You can run through it or use like blink or whatever you have to get through it. Or charge in your case.
I think with that one, you want to get hit by it as soon as possible. You want to get hit by that as soon as possible. So we also had everyone run to the middle for that as well.
Right. Okay.
But the crux is going to be breaking. It's a DPS check to break the shield that she has. Otherwise, it's an enrage basically.
Based on
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
The pushback, it will just keep pushing you back and keep damaging you. So you want to get through it as fast as you can.
If everybody does their again, assuming everybody's alive, we make it there. If everybody does the normal damage they've been doing in their rotation, but they're stacked properly, I don't think we'll have any issues with the DPS. But the stacking properly is the key to that.
Oh yeah.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, because if one person doesn't stack with the right group, it's a wipe. There's a lot of shit in this that one person just wipes the raid.
It doesn't deal damage in normal compared to heroic though. Heroic, it deals damage in normal. If you're stacked improperly, you just don't get the damage buff, which is still a wipe. But
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure it was wiping us when people weren't doing it right.
it will over time because you won't have the damage buff, so you won't break through the shield, and the shield will start dealing a ton of damage. But it won't deal damage on top of that. Or at least it's not. That's what I've read. I haven't done it, so I'm just. I don't know. Either way, people need to be able to stack properly, right? I don't know if we have a weak or we need to go in, but like if you have
for
a
the plus and minus.
Yeah, the Thaddeus mechanic.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll link it. Hold on.
You shouldn't need it. If you're a negative charge, you have a cyclone above your head, and if you're a positive, you have an orb above your head.
Yeah, just run to everybody that has the same
I would just
thing
say
above your head.
negatives go the left of them, and positives go to the right, and you literally have to stand right on top of each other.
Seems straightforward.
It's basically the opposite of the thundering affix and plus. Instead of going to the opposite charge, you stack on everyone with the same charge.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to. We're definitely gonna want markers down on that P2 platform for that. So I'll try and get them up as quick as possible once we get there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we can talk more when we get over there.
But basically where the markers will be is. Let me set them down on here so that we'll know. So like where Skull is will be one. And then where Skull is now will be like the other. Basically, you have these like little emblems on the ground.
Where was the first skull? I only saw this one.
Just on the left side of.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, if it's symmetrical, just on the left side.
Okay.
Or not symmetrical, but.
I think from what I've seen, they're not spread that far. They're spread like 20 yards, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put them a little bit closer once we get there.
Okay.
That'll be roughly where they are. Maybe like a little bit more inward on both sides.
I'm gonna do a ready check, and I feel like that's like the one that we have to explain the most for phase 2.
We're also gonna have to designate which side is storm and which side is tornado.
Right. I think we're good. Tornado left, storm or orb right.
Yep.
Sure.
Negative left, positive right. Cyclone left, orb right. Also, we don't want to be too close to you because you hurt the other charge. The opposite charge of you.
Right, everybody's here. So let's definitely get through phase 1 in the intermission. But what we were just saying is there's a key mechanic in phase 2 when we come back to fighting Raszageth. That she'll pop a shield that deals AoE damage that stacks until we pop the shield itself. We're going to get a buff during that time. That's either going to be a cyclone over your head or an orb. If you're in the cyclone, you're going to move to the left group. If you're in the orb, you're going to move to the right group. If you're in the wrong group, you're probably helping wipe the raid at that point. So it's just really important to stop what you're doing as best you can and just try to get to the right group. I know healers, again, I know you can't fully do that, but do the best you can. Other than that, there's a couple other smaller mechanics, but I think we can cover those if we get there. They're not as complicated. Basically, if you get a big circle, you move out again. If we say move into the boss, move into the boss, and run against the wave. All right, I'm gonna pop flask since we've got a little bit
5,
of time left here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Dodge the little circles. Move them out. Nice. Nice. Watch the breath. Watch the breath.
Beware.
Restack. Watch the circles. Stack tight.
Beware.
Nice. Do it again. Dodge little circles. Spread them out. Move it, move it. Watch the breath.
Beware.
Oh god. Stack. Watch the circles.
Beware.
Papa!
What?
Hey, Pappy!
Watch circles, watch circles. Alright, we're gonna have the ad
Beware.
coming up. Yep, there it is. If you're not a melee, don't move forward if you can help it.
Run.
Spread it, spread it, spread it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was a little delayed.
Beware.
That's what happened when those were close together.
Yeah, that.
Beware.
I'm just,
Whoever had those didn't start moving until they were on like the 2 count.
it's actually kind
Go
of
ahead
fun to
and just
stay in the
wipe.
laser beam. You know, for the wipe. It freaking trucks. It's like when Dathia really yeets you with like 4 stacks. She doesn't mess around. She fucking yeets you. That was pretty good up until that. What percentage were we at? Anybody know? Check on probably
76.
So yeah, I think one more cycle and we probably would have gotten there. Yeah, if anybody has flasks, might as well use them for these end of night pulls now that we're starting to get phase 1.
I don't want to go play Overwatch.
I only play Overwatch 2.
I was just trying to get a rise out of Deli. He
5,
hates Overwatch.
4,
I'm ignoring
3,
You
I don't
mean
like it either.
2,
you mean
One.
Overwatch?
Yeah, Overwatch. Such a great game, Overwatch.
I'm ignoring you.
Love you, Papa.
Run, 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 run.
Spread them.
Spread
them more.
Beware.
That was
Watch
good
breath,
enough.
watch breath.
Another breath.
No. Alright, let's just wipe. Let's just wipe.
Why?
We gotta stop dying to that.
Beware.
Ladies and gents, we'll try to call this stuff out, but just try to remember the majority of the time after the big circles, she's gonna do a random breath. You just gotta watch her mouth after the circles.
That mouth do.
Watch her mouth, because she likes to say things like Overwatch 2.
If you're struggling with it, just don't stack the entire time. It's like still stay in the healing circle, but be a little to the edge of it. We can get out of there a little faster.
Okay. The only time we should stack semi-tight is with a pushback. I mean, you don't have to, but it definitely makes it more safe if we're centered.
I'm gonna punch Papa in the face. Yeah.
What now?
Yeah.
Boy, Iota.
Boy, Iota.
All right, I'm gonna pop some food too. I only got a little bit, but if I were you, I'd save your
I'm
feast
kicking you.
until you get a bunch more. And...
You stop? You motherfucker. Oh my god.
It's like Falcon Punch.
Awesome.
Five,
The fuck was
4,
that?
3,
How do you kick
2, 1.
Right on.
Run.
Remember, after the big circle comes the breath.
Beware.
Dodge.
There it is. After the breath comes the pushback. We stack.
Beware.
After the pushback comes new big circles. Pre-spread a little bit if you want.
Yep, start. You guys can spread here so you can get
There
out
you go.
faster.
There you go. Move that one toward the edge. There you go. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna move the group a little bit. Watch the breath. Watch the breath.
Beware.
There it is. Alright. Sorry, healers. Looks like the spread is
Beware.
preferred.
Move.
Alright. Pre-spread a little bit.
Beware.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that circus.
Feel your end.
Get away.
Spread.
There you
Nice.
go.
Habunga.
Oh.
It killed me.
Damn.
Yeah, you may have to use
Beware.
the defensive if you're around half.
I did.
Oof.
I
Big
did.
Beware.
Get wrecked.
Oh fuck.
Watch breath. Alright, we can probably wipe it.
Okay, I jump off the edge. Bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Beware.
I really want to stand in another breath.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
That was fucking out of nowhere. Dude. I like that.
Stimulate your papa.
It's so true. That's how it feels.
Stimulate your papa.
Dude, they totally missed the marketing wave of 2022 with that one.
All right.
How it feels to chew 5 gum standing in Raszageth.
We have to have
Seriously.
everybody alive. We can't be dying to the breath.
Seriously, that's what it feels like.
Here, I think if we come over here and we jump on this platform, we can start P2 early.
Hmm.
See, she doesn't even know I'm over here.
Right. Of course.
Hold on, let me try to heroic leap. You think I can make it?
No.
I bet you could actually.
See, I think we just
I
build
mean, you
her
can
another.
try.
We just
Nick,
build her another one of those cages like her siblings.
Can one of the priests come put down a feather? I'm gonna try and make this.
Holy, just jump off, leap of faith him to you, and then he heroic leap over to the ledge.
Ooh, that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, levitate. You got levitate?
A little chain reaction.
Are we ready?
Yeah, like a priest doesn't have
Are
levitate.
you two really attempting this? Oh my god.
No path
like,
available. Hey,
I
I made it.
guarantee
I'm in P2. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm
He
here.
didn't make it.
All right. Well,
I'm getting
Nick,
shocked like crazy though.
You know what he didn't think about is how to get back here without dying.
Yeah, I just release spirit and fly up. Takes 5 seconds. How it
I
feels
said
to chew
without
5
dying.
gum.
I said without dying.
I'm not dead.
Punch, punch, punch.
I mean, he does have a point.
Didn't
He's
even
not
need
dead.
heroic leap. Levitate just got him there.
Right.
He was dead.
All right, so at least we know that doesn't work. I'm glad we figured that out.
You tested.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Meanwhile, all the Race to World first guilds are like, wait a minute. What?
All right, here we go. Temp number. I don't even
Get a
care.
deli into gear.
Spread
Can
the
you
circle, stay
stop?
alive.
Get out! Go,
5,
go, go, go,
4,
go!
3, 2, 1.
Spread 'em. All right, breath's next. Watch for breath.
Beware.
Oh shit! Don't dodge into it. Oh.
Damn, dude.
Now wipe it. I'm gonna stand in the next breath.
Yeah.
Beware.
Just get thrown off.
I'm going down to P2.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm bringing one
It's
of
on
the
the
things
tank.
with me.
I said I'm dying to the breath, Raz. You can't just kill me with your mechanics. Give me the breath, I said. That's right. Oh, 5 gum.
Are we sure that was gum with a G when that happened there?
Ooh, 5 comes.
5 coom.
Stimulate your scrotum.
All right, I got a few more pulls in me. We've got to stay alive to these effects. And I know you guys like to spread, to pre-spread and everything, but I do agree with the healers a little bit. You got to stay at least on the edge of the healing circle, because if you're spreading at like 60% health and you don't think to pop a Hellstone or defensive before the thing blows up on you, you're probably gonna die. So like anytime you are the big circle and you're not like above 75%, you got to be thinking about popping something. It's a lot going on, I know. And they weren't messing around with this boss that's for sure, though.
All right, let's go.
And he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
And
Where's-
waddle away.
where's
waddle,
Deli?
waddle, waddle.
Oh my god, stop it.
How are you kicking him?
Would you prefer I kick somebody else?
Oh god, that warlock thing is bothering the shit out of me. I know it's gonna help the portal. I feel like that's the exit one though, right? So it won't teleport me, right?
It's
5,
bi-directional.
4,
Either
3,
one.
Oh shit.
2,
Yeah, it doesn't
1.
prefer.
It doesn't have a directional orientation.
Oh, okay. Well, it obviously hasn't tried 5 gum.
Here you assume that.
With a C.
Fucking
You're listening to your raid party.
You're listening to 99 Rock.
the cave.
breath,
Beware.
I feel like
Dodge
they're
the
all
breath.
the cave.
Stay alive. Dodge the breath.
Hey, we
Stack
survived
up.
that one.
Stack up. Watch the blue circles.
All right, stack.
Beware.
Shoots are coming.
And it waddled away.
Winter is coming.
Alright, after these breaths is probably the most important time for healers to top everybody off, just in case people do get the circle.
Yeah.
Like
Make sure
right
you get
now is...
topped off.
Alright,
I go far. Bye.
Goodbye.
Get ready for breath.
Breathing.
Beware.
Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it. Alright, stack.
Beware.
Nice.
Get topped
Alright,
off before
big,
you
big
run.
top off, yep.
Beware.
Spread, spread, spread.
Oh, 5 gum.
Kum, 5 gum. Spread on. Nice. Dodge breath. If it happens, if it doesn't, get ready to stack.
Beware.
Whoa. BRS, BRS, BRS.
Not yet. She's winding.
I should have ignored pain.
Beware.
Oh shit.
B-res is on cooldown. I'm not sure when it was used.
Damn it.
Beware.
Okay, if we don't have a BRS, that's kind of... Yeah, it's gonna be like...
I'll tank.
Beware.
Heal me. Let me know when to taunt.
Better though, this was better.
Ah, my...
Humbug.
That didn't work out.
Beware.
No, you could take it like the spider, right?
I tried.
Yeah, let me just. Yeah. Right.
Beware.
Goodbye, cruel.
She owied me.
She ooh-wooed me.
So I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're placing the lightning circles too far. I know we have to place them far, but if we're all stacked on the middle marker and they actually do get to the markers on the outside, they're out of range of healers. They get down to 10% from the pop, and then they die from the dot running back. I don't know. I'm not.
What dot?
Well, everybody has a dot consistently throughout the fight. Everybody's always taking damage. You're ticking. It's called the electric scales. I don't know, maybe just like in between here and the markers would be sufficient.
All right, that's gonna do. All right, let's try it.
I'm able to charge back in impending victory and get myself up, but if I weren't able to, I would die every time I got to one of those markers.
Like, yeah.
How's purple look?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep.
Looks
Maybe
purple.
Maybe the goal be to at least make it to the outside edge of purple.
Yep. Just know when we do phase 2, don't go on those colors. Go on the big block on the sides.
And again, we are gonna be moving a little bit throughout the fight, so those aren't the absolute spots to go. Just try to pretend where they
Can
are.
you stop fucking kicking me? Jesus Christ. I fucking hate you.
Alright.
Accept my bubbles, you bitch.
Apologies to any ladies in chat, but it's like one of those new corny. It would be like one of those old corny pickup lines. Like, you walk up to a girl at dinner, you're like, "What's that you're chewing on?" Well, I bet you it's not as good as 5 cum.
Alright, there we go.
How did I know that was coming?
And then 4 dudes walk around the corner and stand behind you.
5,
not
4,
again. Not
3,
again.
2, 1.
That's my favorite part.
4 dudes? Yeah, me too.
Ugh.
4 big guys. And they busted my eyes.
Not again. Spread him, but not as far.
Kill him with a man, and he got a bubble butt.
Beware.
Watch breath, watch breath. Nice. Stack. Get in the healing circle.
Beware.
So the trick here is to not die. For the whole raid, if I'm not mistaken.
It
Nope.
helps. That
Wrong.
does sound tricky.
Breath's coming. Be ready to move.
Breath, breath, breath.
Beware.
Now, stack again.
Stack again.
Wings coming.
Beware.
Wing.
After wings, top people off.
Online classes. Wow, no! I would know! That should have stopped me!
I watched that happen.
Yeet!
Beware.
That should have stopped me!
Fred. Is he resable?
No. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm just laying on the ground. You don't have to res me, though.
Wait, what the?
Oh, he's coming for me.
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Taunted. You taunted.
Maybe I did.
Beware.
I was trying to
Really
click my
did.
rallying cry. Sorry.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm still imagining Crispy
Beware.
just flying.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was my fault.
It's all good. Happens to the best of us.
I was half health and that thing is about to go off, so I was like, shit. Panic rallying cry.
Just trying to get a
Alright,
taunt.
wiping it up.
Beware.
Oh, wait, wipe, yeah, wiper. I feel like that worked a little better.
Beware.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a healer, but it seems like we were getting topped off pretty quick after those.
How many more pulls you want to do, Deli?
I think we're ready for Mythic. You can do another ready check. Thank you, Myth.
You want to do like... You want to do like yes for 3, no for 1?
Yeah. You can't say no.
There's no 2 option.
He says, or she says she has one more, so.
One more.
Last
Alright,
one.
One,
Alright,
one
go.
it is.
Last one.
One it is.
What if I don't want it?
You get in line and you stop flying off the goddamn...
Okay, listen. That should have stopped.
Don't make me turn into steppapa.
Sorry, Dad.
Well, we just lost Hog.
No.
Okay, bye, Hog. Let's try it anyways.
Where did Hog go? Yeah.
Had to go.
Bye, Hog.
Had to go.
We try again.
That's it.
Hog,
I'm
net,
out.
net, Hog.
I'm just gonna run off the edge.
Oh, no.
Somebody grip him.
I'll do it.
I already
I'll
had
do
him
it.
targeted for it.
I was thinking just push.
Leave me alone.
Alright.
Alright, let's just
2-1.
make this pull just until like...
Don't even count down, just pull. for the
Focusing
fuck
on
of it.
like... phase 1.
Yes, you have to get through here.
It is very important.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I feel like they made the rest of the raid a little bit too easy for coming into this.
Right?
I really don't think this part's not very hard.
It's not, but it takes time.
It's just getting used to the mechanics and trying to figure out which way.
Beware.
Yeah, it's just comfort levels. Dodge it. No. Bro.
Don't wipe.
I told you I didn't want to do another one.
So.
Beware.
Don't wipe it. Just keep playing it. Get topped off before you move. The breath's about to come. Be ready to dodge.
No, don't res me. I was okay. Fine. We go again.
This is quick on that feral form. Damn.
Breath's coming.
I taunted back. What the fuck?
Hey.
Beware.
Much breath.
Deli dead.
What?
Beware.
I have aggro.
Tank,
Yeah, I
tank,
got
tank.
Alright. Putting on my shield. Don't you worry, guys.
I'm gonna stand in the breath one more time. I gotta feel that.
Beware.
Group up. It's a soak.
It's a soak.
Somebody did make a good point about that. Just a masty spell. As they all stacked.
Yeah,
I think it was bound.
Beware.
For that ad?
Yeah.
Do that. Just
For
touch
cast?
circles. Just make sure you're not standing in anybody's circle.
Would get one hit if we did that.
Yeah, the circles deal damage
They do
too.
damage as
not
they
just
pop,
the ad.
or
Yeah,
as
it's
like
not
as
just
they
the ad.
spawn, it does damage.
You can cast things that like AOE that will help other people for sure, like Master Spell. But I'm gonna decline because that was our last pull, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Deuces. Myth, you did not loot brood cover for the shard of the great staff.
Well, that was good progress this week.
Yeah, 7 of 8.
All right, I'm gonna try and solo her now.
I think for next week, definitely if you have not watched the video to at least learn phase 2 and phase 3. Yes, there is a phase 3.
Go play Vault of the Pineapples.
Do that.
True. Vault of Pineapples. Yep.
Does anybody not know what Vault of the Pineapples is?